What is going on, everyone? My name is CakeyC and welcome to the channel. So Season 2 for Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty Warzone has just launched. In this video we're going to go through everything that they've just released, and I'm just going to touch upon my opinion on everything that they've brought out with this latest release. So if that sounds good, make sure to stay tuned throughout the video. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. Let me know your thoughts on Season 2's release in the comments. And on the topic of staying tuned, as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more. Let's press X to start. So ladies and gentlemen, let's kick things off with by far the most popular thing in Call of Duty at the moment. Let's talk about Warzone. So a dark wave approaches Verdansk, and by this they mean a big fuck off ship which completely ruined the start of every game, and by that I mean just the opening scene before you fly in. What on earth were they thinking when they brought that out? And they reverted back to the opening cutscene with the plane very, very quickly. Absolutely ridiculous. So trying to look past the outrageous introduction to the ship landing in Verdansk, we now have a brand new point of interest called Shipwreck. If you decide to land there, what's there to do apart from die because the whole lobby's trying to land there at the same time? Well, you can start an in-game challenge where you'll have to kill 40 zombies. Once you kill those 40 zombies, they will drop a yellow access card and you can open up the brand new yellow loot box. What you will get in that box, again, down to RNG, but you'll probably get some shields, some money, maybe a legendary gun if you're lucky, but nothing particularly special for killing 40 zombies on the map of Verdansk. So what else did they add into Warzone apart from Shipwreck? They changed a few of the other points of interest around the map. One good example is the monument over above hills in the construction site. This has now become a missile launching site, and there's a few loot boxes, a bit of ground loot down in there. If you're playing solos, it's probably a good place to drop. If you're playing trios or quads, I probably wouldn't bother. There's not much down there. And I know these have popped up around the map. I know there's one over by military base as well, but I haven't had a look around the whole map. Let me know if you spot any more. So they've added Shipwreck, they've added a few launch missile sites, and they've just changed the ground loot as well. There's some brand new legendary guns. Look at this green thing on screen now. That is just... I can't... Oh. I don't even want to comment on that, but that's in the game. It's in there. Yeah, they made that. They put that in there. So not a lot has happened to Warzone. We've got new guns to use in Warzone, but obviously I'll cover that later on in the video on the Cold War side of things. But yeah, not a lot happening to Warzone at the moment. There is a tweet flying about that suggests that the Verdansk we know will come to an end on March 11th. So why not with the launch of Season 2? Well, I don't know, maybe they need a bit more time to perfect whatever experience, inverted commas, experience, they're going to bring to us on March 11th, but it does mark the year's anniversary of the game's or Call of Duty Warzone's release. So I can kind of understand why they're deciding to bring it out on March 11th. One whole year, not a lot of changes to the original map, so it makes sense to be bringing something or making something happen on March 11th. What's going to happen? Obviously, we don't know as of yet. There are rumors that there might be some Nova 6 aboard the Shipwreck. Is there going to be a Nova 6 outbreak on the island? They've opened up a few more doors in the bunkers, so is there going to be something to do with the nukes? Are the nukes going to go off? They're going to launch from the new sites and blow half the map up. No one really knows for sure, but I think I can safely say I would prefer a map change to Verdansk than a brand new map that consists of the Fireteam maps. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Fireteam Dirty Bomb at all. I don't like the maps, and I don't think they would suit Warzone's play style. It's way too open. Those maps are too open. I don't see how it would fit in with Warzone's playstyle at all. So in that case, I would prefer a change to Verdansk. Obviously, I would prefer a brand new map similar to Verdansk, just new, but I would still prefer a change to Verdansk over a Fireteam compilation of those maps. So that pretty much sums up everything that's happened or is happening to Warzone at the moment. We're still 2 to 3 weeks out from March 11th, so there's not much more news to discuss there. So that leads us nicely on to start to discussing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And on their roadmap, they have said they will be releasing 3 new maps. One of them has been released with launch, and that is Apocalypse. Is this map good? It's not bad. It's not a bad map. It's okay. It plays relatively well. I don't really like the wall in between the map. It feels like this is a traditional 3-lane system map, and one of the lanes is almost completely cut off by a wall that you can't get over, and there's only 2 points of access really to cut across the map. The map is okay, but it does feel slightly slower in the terms of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, because you just can't get around the map as easily as you would probably like to. And they are going to be releasing 2 other maps. Golova, I think that's how you say that, and Mansion is going to be a gunfight map. Golova will be a multi-team map, so I assume that's going to be added to the Fireteam playlist. If you play Outbreak, you might end up on Golova. You'll see some gameplay up on screen when we talk about Outbreak. If the Outbreak version of Golova is smaller, again, I don't know, but it did seem pretty small, so you can get a taste for what that map's going to be like over on Outbreak. And while we're talking about Outbreak, we might as well discuss it here properly now. So, running from the 25th of Feb, which is the launch of Season 2, all the way up until March 11th, which is the supposed date where there will be a change to Verdansk, we have the Zombies Outbreak Challenge event. So, and this comes in 2 forms. Obviously, there's the in-game challenge on Verdansk, where you can pull all the zombies up and you have to kill the 40 of them to get the yellow access card. Or there is the Outbreak playlist over on Cold War. So I don't mind the zombie challenge, the zombie in-game challenge over in Verdansk. That's okay. It's a bit annoying that you can see the zombies on the map from wherever you are. Even if you landed on the dam, you can still see the zombies on your mini-map, which kind of annoys me. They should have put a radius on that so anyone closer to the zombies can see them, but not further away. But I'm just being a bit picky now. But Outbreak, guys, I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. I played it once yesterday, and now I know there is a lot of zombie fans out there that have kind of tired of just the 2 maps we've got. Obviously, Firebase C is a good addition to the zombie playlist, but we do need something else, and they decided to bring out Outbreak, this brand new open world zombies map, game, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to slander it too much, because it's just not my cup of tea at all. I played it once. We played it for about 45 minutes or something along those lines, and it just did nothing for me. It just didn't do anything for me. I didn't find it enjoyable. I couldn't concentrate on it. I didn't really want to play it at all. So I won't be playing Outbreak. There won't be any Outbreak content coming up on the channel. In my personal opinion, I understand that there is, as some people say, different strokes for different folks. It ain't it. It ain't it at all. I think it's one of the worst things they've added to Call of Duty in a long time. I think in order to execute an open world zombie game in Call of Duty, it needs to be well-made maps that they, to the same quality as Firebase Z or Nacta and Toten, or all of those classic zombie maps. It needs to be to that quality, just on a huge, large scale. I wouldn't even mind if they managed to somehow make one huge map of all of the classic zombie maps. I don't know how they would do it. I don't care how they would do it, but it would be better than what they've released with Outbreak. All Outbreak is just zombies on the Fireteam maps, and you rotate between them all. You rotate between them, and there's a loading screen as you're portaling through. The portal takes ages. There's no sound. It's just, I don't know, guys. It's a good idea. Extremely poorly executed. Very bad addition to the Call of Duty franchise, in my personal opinion. And as I said, I think it would have been much better if they just put maybe all of the World at War maps in one place, made that big open world, and done it that way. This Outbreak thing, I won't be playing it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into too much more detail. I don't think it's very good at all. So moving on, I don't know why I haven't discussed this as of yet already. We have the brand new Season 2 Battle Pass. Oh yeah, I know why I haven't discussed this, because there's nothing really in it that interests me. Okay, you get a few operators throughout the season. There's 2 new guns, but they've already been proven not to be top meta guns, so what's the point you gunning to unlock them when you're not going to be using them in Warzone anyway? Obviously, you can use them in Warzone. They're going to be viable. They're just not going to be as good. The Farah 83 will not be as good as some of the top meta assault rifles, and the LC10 has already been proven not to be as good as the Mac 10. So, obviously, if you're looking for something to level up, camos, challenges, attachments, obviously you can level up quicker by doing those challenges. I don't think people will be running the Farah 83 and the LC10 for long in Warzone. Yeah, okay, the first 1 or 2 weeks as people start to unlock it, but after that people will be reverting back to the Modern Warfare style guns. And obviously they've messed up the agency suppressors and some of the grips as well, forcing more people to be using the Modern Warfare guns. I do want to point out something that I found over on the Treyarch Trello board, and that if you go over to the Warzone column, it says here Cold War weapon attachment agency GRU wrapped suppressors will return to the previous state next hotfix. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure, but obviously they kind of nerfed the agency suppressors pretty badly, took away a lot of effective damage range. Does that mean they'll return to the previous state next hotfix? Does that mean the agency suppressors will be going back to how they were before the launch of Season 2? I hope so, because it kind of makes the Cold War guns not viable in Warzone at all. A monolithic suppressor is non-comparable to anything that you can put on those Cold War guns at the moment. You can't silence your gun. If you're using a Cold War gun, you can't silence it, otherwise you'll lose a hefty amount of effective damage range. And I don't know why they would do that, considering they've just brought out 2 brand new guns with the Cold War Season Pass. So I don't know whether they dropped the ball there by accident. I don't know whether they were meant to nerf those agency suppressors that badly, but it's going to force everyone to use the Modern Warfare guns, which isn't great considering they want everyone to use the 2 brand new guns that you unlock by purchasing the Battle Pass and so on. So I know they're free, you don't have to, but they will up sales by releasing this Battle Pass. The guns will be part of that marketing strategy. So I don't know why they would fuck the guns up that they've just released, but hey, look, Treyarch, Raven Software, Infinity Ward, they just love doing random shit that doesn't help. They love it. They love it. They love pissing us all off as well. So we've discussed Warzone, we've discussed the new maps, Outbreak. Obviously we have the guns, the Farah 83, the LC10, they're bringing out Machete, they're bringing out an E-tool in season, they're bringing out an R1 Shadowhunter crossbow. Again, 3 things that no one will ever use. Thanks. Appreciate that. They're bringing out a sniper, the ZRG 20mm, I believe, in the season. Don't know when that will come. And they are bringing out new reactive blueprints, which you can get by ground loot in Warzone. I'm not sure how rare it is. I have picked one up yesterday, but I didn't manage to get a kill with it, so I didn't see the camo react or change or anything like that. So how good that is, I don't know. I can't comment on it. New prestige levels, great, thanks. We've got some brand new operators coming. We've started off the season with Naga and Maxis, and we're going to be getting Rivers, I don't know, and Wolf later on in the season. So guys, personal opinion on Season 2's release, not that great. I can see why they release Season 2 now, to keep up with their rota or their, you know, however long these seasons last, 60 days or whatever. I can see why they would release it now, but I don't know why they wouldn't release it with the change that's going to be coming to Verdansk on March 11th. I feel like they think that would be too much content for you to get through, but I don't think so. I feel like Seasons 2 content's pretty dry. There's no remastered map, which I feel like is a big shame, because there's plenty of maps from the Black Ops series that could be remastered. And on that note, maybe it's not a shame, because what they did to Express was pathetic. It was pathetic. They changed the screens. They changed the screens to old 80s themed televisions, and they changed some of the ads. That was it. I know bullet trains were around in the 80s, but that was it. They changed the fucking screens and the ads. That was it. That was it. It was copy and paste job. I could do that. I'm not a game developer. I can't even code, and I could do that. I could do that. What is going on? Disappointing. Disappointing launch for Season 2. One map. No change to Warzone apart from one point of interest and a few fucking rocket sites. 2 guns that no one's going to use. A battle pass with nothing in, which is pretty much a copy and paste job from Season 1 battle pass. They've just changed the skins and the guns. And an Outbreak experience, which I think is awful. So obviously, let me know down in the comments some of your thoughts. These are my thoughts. Obviously, I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers at all. I'm just speaking my mind over on this platform, just using it as a way to maybe vent my anger towards their poor content releasing. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm almost losing the will to live. I enjoy making these videos on YouTube. I enjoy content creation, and I will love Call of Duty for as long as I play video games. But this, ain't it? It's doing nothing for me, guys. It's doing nothing for me. And there we are. Oh, Mansion's good. Oh, wait. I don't know because I don't play Gunfight. Oh, Golova's going to be good. Oh, wait. No one plays Fireteam. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you like about it. See if you can change my narrow mind, because I think it's rubbish. Like I just mentioned, let me know your thoughts on Season 2 down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed this kind of rant or me just going off on a tantrum, let me know by dropping a like on the video. And as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.